Morning traders. So how do we trade the Aussie, the South African top 40 today? Now, I think a couple of things which are fairly significant today. And the first one is that we have broken through this previous swing high and we have now closed below this previous swing high. Okay, there is another level here, which is pretty much this inside tail here. And I'll give you those levels on the lower time frames. So I just want to show you on a bigger picture what's actually going on here. So you can see how last year we broke through these previous swing highs here, accelerated away, stopped a lot of the bears that were in the market, stopped them out good and proper, and since then we have gone sideways, and the last what's this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, the last 6 weeks we have been in a very clearly defined downtrend. Okay, so the probability of us continuing this move is fairly high. There's no, apart from the fact that we may find some support at these levels, but I think at this stage, NASPAS has been driven down pretty hard, and a lot of our retailers as well. So anyway, let's just get back here, move to the side, and I'm just going to run through the big time frames for a second, because we've had buyer step in, and pretty much sure that you had some sellers. Well, stop loss has been triggered here as well. Okay, so looking to the left, we have the area where we are now, okay, which is 48,895. We then have this previous swing low here, which is a fairly significant level, which is 48,400. Okay, so those are the next two areas to watch. Okay, so let's just get down to 30-minute. That's the one that we want to pay attention to. And sorry, I just want to start with the 4-hour, because we are getting, so we've had one signal, two signals, another signal here, but you can see how we are below the moving averages. Moving averages are pointing to the downside, so the trend is fairly strong to the downside right now. If you're looking for a long in this market, you'd be looking for a bounce off a level, which I have been looking for the last couple of days, because these are big levels that we're at, and it's also bottom of the range for me. So the problem is that the range is, if we take it on the monthly, you can see the range on the monthly is fairly significant. Okay, so yeah, I think let's just delete that one, and those are the two levels we need to worry about, and here is the next one here. There we go. Okay, so let's get to the half hour. Well, it's kind of difficult to ascertain what we're going to do today. And I think the important thing to do is to pay attention to your oscillators, because you can see stepping outside the Bollinger Band here, crossing over far apart, and you can see it was your warning sign that it was going to move to the downside. We are crossing over the moving averages, then back below, and then back below, but you just need to take cognizance of the fact that on the 4-hour the trend is down. Okay, so trend is down at the moment, but we do have diversions. Okay, so if you look at the 30-minute here, you can see lower low, sort of there's a lower low compared to there, and there's another lower low. However, we have, let's use this, you see what I mean, is we have diversions from there to there. Okay, so typically what you can do is you can draw that line in there, okay, and you might as well just either draw that in, or alternatively just take it from there You can do it like that, or you can do it like that. Okay, doesn't really matter. You do have diversions, and you do have a triangle forming, okay, or a wedge. So that is a consolidation pattern. So there is a possibility that we may move to the upside. Okay, it's kind of 50-50 for me at the moment because we're kind of hanging in the middle of nowhere. There's no significant level, and the next significant level is pretty much over here, and you can see it lines up with this inside tail and this tail here. So this 48,400 is the next significant level for that. Should that give away, then pretty much the last line of defense is going to be somewhere around there, 47,500. Okay, so 47,500 and this 47,300. You'll see how that lines up pretty much towards the end of this pin bar here. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at the moment. We are coming to the bottom of the range, so I am expecting buyers to step in somewhere along the line. You know, the trouble is that these buyers could step in anywhere inside this 1,400 point buffer or zone, not buffer. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I do suspect us to start finding some ground soon, but I suppose 10 cents going to drive our market like it normally does, and 10 cents is down 1% at the moment. Asia is down, but they're following on the US. There's fall on Friday, and Rand dollar 14.76. So that's fairly, that's quite a lot weaker than what it was last week. But anyway, remember, weak Rand means opportunity for our Rand stock to get stronger. But Nasdaq drives this market, so Nasdaq will definitely be falling again today. So I suppose I'm not really going to be trading this market today. I'm not really interested in it right now. I think for the moment, for the time being, it's sort of sell into every rally. So every rally that you get an opportunity to get short again, and wait for something to happen at these levels. So if you are short at the moment, you're just moving your stop loss below each of these fractional levels. But if you're not in the market and you're looking for a long, there's nothing really available to say that we are going to go long. So this first level has been broken. We've closed below it. So this 48, let's just call it 48,900. Now that level is gone, so you might as well just delete it. So the next level is 48,400. Okay, so you've got to wait and see what happens at 48,400. It looks to be a fairly significant level with 2 4-hour touches and possibly more. We can call those touches as well, plus these areas here. So it looks to be a fairly significant level, and it's definitely an area to watch out for. So it's 48,400, but you're going to want to see at least something on the half hour. So either a double bottom on here, or some kind of signal pattern like an inside bar or something like that off this level. And if you don't get that, then you're looking for 47,500. Okay, so there's no reason to get out of any shorts at the moment. I think that's the moral of the story right now. So what you could find is you could see us gap down a bit, rally a little bit, and then fall off. And the other thing that is kind of bugging me is that you've got these 800-point rallies. There's a 1,000-point rally, 1,000-point rally, 800-point rally. Another 900-point rally. So you're getting these massive 1,000-point rallies in a bear trend. I mean, it's insane. This is another one, 1,000-point rally. Okay, so yeah, so I think this I expect the volatility to continue. That's for sure. But if you are looking for longs, you're going to have to look at these levels. Okay, so you're looking at 48,400 and you're looking at 47,500. Now, 48,400 from where we closed is 300 points. So it is possible that we get a gap down, another 300-point gap down. And then anything's possible. I mean, if you have a look at how these rallies are taking place. So yeah, I think I'm not entirely convinced either way at the moment. So I think more than likely going to be sitting on my hands with the Aussie. There's more potential on the Dow or the DAX for me today. So I'll keep my money in my pocket, keep it away from the Aussie for now. And but I will be watching these levels. So watch this level very carefully, 48,400. If that level goes, then you definitely got 47,500 next. Okay, so that's kind of the market as I see it right now. Nothing concrete indicating a turn is in place, and nothing concrete indicating that we're going to continue moving to the downside, apart from the fact that we are in a fairly significant downtrend and we are creating lower lows. Okay, these diversions that is visible on the half hour, it is also visible on the hour, and it is very visible on the 4 hour. So if we just look at the 4 hour, sorry, that's the wrong one. So if we just look at the 4 hour here, you will see that we have a wedge forming, we have diversions with the wedge, we have the oscillators grouping to the downside. So yeah, I am definitely of the opinion that there is a long coming. Whether it is off this level, and this is the level I suspect it's going to come off, 48,400. If this level gives way, then definitely one of these bottom levels here. Okay, but it's not an area that I want to jump in short right now. So I do suspect we're going to gap down, and we'll have to see whether we find some support or not, and then start the rally. Okay, so for now, with Asia down, and Asia's down purely because the US is down last night, and oil is also down at the moment. Well, sorry, not last night, on Friday. So that's the reason why the markets are down at the moment. They're just following on the US sell-off on Friday. So yeah, I think I will just wait and see on this one. Sorry, it doesn't help you, but I'd rather stay profitable and keep money in my pocket. So this wedge that's forming here is fairly significant and pretty strong as well, so especially with the diversions. So what I'm looking for is another grouping like we had here. Okay, and you can see how the moving averages are pointing to the downside. So the hour doesn't help us at all, but yeah, you can basically see that we are forming lower lows, and for as long as you're forming lower lows, we are still continuing the downtrend. And just you got to be wary of the fact that you've got these 1,000-point rallies in this downtrend, and yeah, it's difficult, really difficult to call at the moment. Okay, so that's kind of my useless bit of information on the Aussie today. It's kind of keep your money in your pocket advice, I think, until we find some decent support on one of the levels. And would be a good idea just to watch the levels. If you do start seeing sort of inside bars or pin bars forming off a level, then you've definitely got a good opportunity. And I think I just want to go back. This 4-hour pin bar with this inside bar, I mean, that's a fairly powerful signal to get long, but you can see how it failed. Okay, and one of the things that I do is just to keep the moving averages in picture. So you've got a powerful signal here, but the next 4-hour bar wasn't that powerful. That's not a convincing bar to tell you that this move is going to continue. Okay, so we're looking for another powerful signal like this, but we want a continuation. And if you look at the left, there's really been more red than green, so that trend is down. But I am just very wary of taking shorts here. And maybe off the top trend line would be worthwhile to take the shorts, but yeah, I'd expect us to have another 1,000-point rally off one of these levels, and then either break through or we continue to move to the downside. Okay, so for now, for me, it's sit on the hands. Okay, so yeah, watch these levels, guys. You may pick up something off these levels. If we do rally, there's obviously still the opportunity to get short and keep riding this thing down until it finds a level of support. Anyway, guys, that's the Aussie for me. I'm not trading it today, and we'll watch it, but stay out of it. Anyway, guys, enjoy the day, and I'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.